it's Lauren. Thank you so much for listening to The Afterlight. Enjoy the episode.
This episode has been brought to you by the Afterlight Institute. The Afterlight Institute is a community of teachers and students seeking to expand their spiritual gifts and their inner wisdom on the road to illuminating their forgotten selves. Offering online courses, in-person retreats, live events, online expositions, and more, the Afterlight Institute is a safe and inclusive space for all. To learn more, head to theafterlightinstitute.com.
Hey, it's Lauren Grace here, and welcome to the show. And today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be delivering an angel message, and I'm not going to be doing that from a card, which is normally what I do, read an oracle card. But I'm only going to be doing this from a book that I have. So I got this cool book. It's by a woman named Emily Anderson. And it's sort of like a little mini dictionary, I guess you could say, of angels. And she talks in it about, crystals to use with certain angels, the twin flame of an angel, and the meanings of angels, and then affirmations and things like that. And so what I've been doing is every night I've been going through the book, and I close my eyes and I kind of go through all the pages. You sort of run your fingers over the page ends, and then I choose a page, and I get the exact angel that I really that I really needed at the time. What's so cool about this is I remember the other day I was thinking to myself, I'm Lauren Grace, and I was like, I'd love to get an angel of grace. That would just be so cool. And I did that. I went with the pages, whatever that action is, and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then I settled on one again with my eyes shut the whole time. And it was Archaea Haniel, the angel of grace. And I just thought, how awesome. Don't you just love spirit when things like that happen? So cool. So I thought I would do that for you today, because sometimes we go through life and we forget that we don't need to do it alone, that we can actually ask our spirit guides and our angels and our higher self to intervene and help us out. And, I see so many people struggling where if they just said, yo, spirit, can you please help me out? Seriously, there is no wrong way of asking for support. Then all of a sudden things start to work in their favor. Appointments are canceled that they didn't want to do, or somebody volunteers to help you with something that you really needed help in, or you get a windfall of cash, or, a whole bunch of other things happen. You get a new inspiration or a new idea, and that leads to something else. So it's just so cool. So just remembering to get out there and to ask for the support of your angels and listen to them and then follow their guidance. All right, so what I'm going to do here, are you listening to the messages you keep getting? It just made me think of another podcast episode that I could do, so I needed to write it down before I forgot. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leaf through this book. I'm closing my eyes. You can hear, I was trying to give you a cool sound effect. There we go. So I'm going through the pages, and I want you to think of your question. Or if you just want some guidance. Okay, and this is the angel for you. Here we go. Okay. And I am going to read from this book because while I love angels and I have so many angel decks and all of that, I'm not an angel expert. I'm learning about them though, but I would never pretend to be an angel expert. So it's sort of easier if I reference some previous materials in terms of this content to give you a really accurate reading. And then the other thing too is that I'm totally okay with giving you some of my own opinions as well, which I'll throw in. But in terms of knowing what all the archangels are and their purposes, I'm still learning this. Okay, so this is the angel for you is Archangel Nathaniel. And he's also known as the angel of fire, the angel of purpose, and the angel of energy. And his name means gift of God, or God has given. So what Archangel Nathaniel is going to help you do is get some motivation and also help you with some transformation. And this angel, according to this book, is support for men in particular. So if you are a man, if you identify as a man, if there's a man in your life or maybe a boy in your life that you think needs some help with motivation, transformation, you can always say, hey, Archangel Nathaniel, can you please give some love to XYZ person, give some motivation to them and support them. So the affirmation for Archangel Nathaniel is, I use the power of movement to transform harsh emotions into a lighter state of being. I clear the way for the new to enter my life. And this affirmation reminds me of, oh my gosh, that's so funny. You're not even going to believe what I'm about to tell you in a second. Let me just go with that one thought. Okay. So this reminds me of an episode I did with Marissa Sage, and she talked a lot about how our body stores emotions and basically moving the body to release emotions. So you can do things like dancing, you can do things like drumming, you can do things that, intense exercise and stuff like that to sweat. So that might be a really good thing for you to look at. Now, do you remember before I started this episode? This actually is making me feel really crazy. It's so excited. Remember how I said that I wanted an angel of grace? And I flipped to that page and I got Archaea Haniel, and it was the angel of grace. The twin flame for Archangel Nathaniel is Archaea Haniel. Like, I feel if I had a microphone to drop here, I would do a mic drop right now. Spirit, that is too cool and too awesome. And if you're listening to this episode, I think you appreciate my enthusiasm. You could probably pick it up, but wow. Can we just say a wow from that? Okay, so here's some guidance from Archangel Nathaniel. So basically, he's the patron of light workers. He encourages healers and sensitives to fully shine their light to help people with their awakenings and transition into the new age. So he is urging you to gather with like-minded people to help heal and empower humanity. And remember too, when you're hanging out with like-minded people, that they can actually help to raise your vibration. After delving into deep feelings with Archaea Haniel, Archangel Nathaniel helps you release them by moving your body in whatever activity brings you the most pleasure. He will uplift your spirits and ignite your enthusiasm for your life's purpose. So you can call on Archangel Nathaniel to help you stay grounded in meditation or expand your heart chakra so you can know and share your true desires with the world. So Archangel Nathaniel also helps you to clear away any clutter in your home to ensure that you can swiftly and smoothly bring in new opportunities and experiences. So if you're looking to, kind of move some of that emotion out of your body, if you're looking to ignite some new ideas, some new experiences into your environment, then Archangel Nathaniel is an angel that you would be very wise to welcome in. And one thing I will say about Archangel Nathaniel as well, because sometimes I find this really helpful if you can think of a color that they are connected to. Sometimes, if you wear that color, you make an intention of buying something in that color, it can really set the intention that, you want to connect with that angel further. So Archangel Nathaniel's color is bright turquoise with some red and orange flashes in there as well. So I don't know, maybe you'll find a scarf or a pair of socks or something like that that's maybe got some turquoise with some red and orange flashes. And if so, I'd really encourage you to maybe wear that, pick that up, take it around with you, and see whether or not you can get some signs from our good friend Archangel Nathaniel. All right, thank you so much for listening. What a fun episode. I'm going to be doing some more of these. I love the angels, love connecting with them, and thank you so much for listening. See ya. Hi, thanks so much for listening to the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave us a review where you listen to your podcast and share it with your friends. Thank you. New episodes every Thursday.